Okay, before I start with today's lesson, I would like to thank everyone for your feedback, okay, on the previous lesson yesterday. Okay, so just let me show you. Okay, so I only have 35 responses as of now. Okay, and let me scroll down. Things you have learned. Thanks for listing down, those of you who have listed down, except for this one person who actually learned nothing. I'm not sure why you learn nothing. Okay, and I would like to highlight some feedback and suggestions that you have given me. So firstly, some of you said that it is too soft, so I have tried now using a earpiece, so hopefully it is louder for you. Okay, so let me know again if it is still too soft. Okay, let's go back. Okay, other feedbacks that I want to highlight. So the one in green, okay, you suggested to have live lessons so that I know that you are listening. Okay, so firstly, this is independent learning. You should be listening yourself because you want to learn. Okay, but talking about live lessons, if you all know, okay, there was some problems with Zoom. Okay, so we are still working on that, and I'm also still working on that, and hopefully we can try out live lessons soon. And the one in red, okay, you hear baby crying for a while. Okay, that is my daughter. Okay, I will try to ensure that she doesn't cry too loud. Okay, but because I'm at home and she's at home, so sometimes I really cannot prevent her from crying. Okay, so just bear with it. And the last one, thanks so much the person who wrote this, the one in blue. Yes, somebody told me that there is a mistake, but you did not tell me like where is the mistake, and just scolded me and tell me that I need to look through my video and ensure that there's no mistake. Okay, but humans, teachers are humans also. Okay, we do make mistake. Thank you for this kind person who actually told me the mistake there. Okay, and told me nicely. Okay, so just let me highlight the mistake that was in the video yesterday. Okay, so I actually wrote 1000 is 0.01. Okay, so the mistake, let me correct my mistake. Okay, so 1000, okay, is actually equals to 0.001, and the equivalent fraction is 1 out of 1000. Okay, so there's also this person that mentioned that I don't know, he or she thought that decimals cannot be equal to fractions. I do not know what you mean, so maybe you want to email or WhatsApp me and let me know, okay, why decimals cannot be equal to fractions. Okay, so I really thank you, okay, for all your effort. Some of you even made the effort to look through my videos very carefully. Okay, so thank you. Okay, let's start with today's lesson. Okay, so we are going to continue with P5 decimals, and what are we going to cover today? We are going to learn how to multiply decimals, okay, by 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, of course it's without the use of a calculator. Okay, and we are going to see how we are going to do that. But before that, I would like you to pause the video, go and search for your calculator if it is not near you. Okay, so if it is near you, you can continue with the video. Okay, I would like you to work out these three equations with on your calculator. Okay, so I give you a while. If you need, please pause the video. Okay, let me just continue. So after you have pressed the calculator, okay, so the answers you should get Okay, so 0.3, when I multiply by 10, you press it in the calculator, you actually get 3. Okay, and 1.23, you multiply by 10, you actually get 12.3. And the last one, 2.3, you multiply by 10, you actually get 23. Okay, and what is happening here? Okay, if you actually, because we are at decimal, let's just focus on the decimal point. Okay, so for 3, I can actually write it as 3.0 also. Okay, and 23, I can actually write it as 23.0. Okay, so what happened here, if you realize, okay, you compare the answers for these 3 equations. Okay, can you see that there is actually a shift of the decimal point? Okay, so for 0.3, okay, I actually shifted the decimal point, okay, one place value, and I get 3.0. Okay, same thing for 1.23, I shifted the decimal point, okay, and I get 12.3. Okay, and for 2.3, I shifted the decimal point one place value, I get 23. Okay, so of course when you write your answers, you don't need the 0.0. Okay, I'm just showing you. Okay, and what is actually happening here? Okay, is that really a shift of the decimal point when I multiply by 10? Okay, so how does this work? Okay, of course it is not just shifting of decimal point. So let me show you with another example with the place value chart here. Okay, so let's say I have 2 point, wait, 2 point, sorry, 2.134. Okay, I want to multiply by 10. And looking at the place value chart, what is going to happen here? Okay, so I'm going to put the numbers in the place value. Okay, so I have 2 ones. Okay, decimal point, 1/10, 300, and 4,000. Okay, so what happens is when I multiply by 10. Okay, so let's look at the 4,000 first. Okay, so if I take 4,000, okay, I multiply by 10. Okay, I actually get 40,000. Okay, and 40,000 is actually equals to 400. Okay, so with that, okay, when I multiply by 10, okay, my 4,000 becomes 400. Okay, so the same thing, so when I have 300, okay, I multiply by 10, I actually get 30 30 hundred. Okay, so and same thing again, 30 hundred is actually equals to 3/10. Okay, so that's the reason why I get 3/10 here. Okay, and what happens when I have 1/10? Okay, so 1/10, I multiply by 10, I will get 10/10. Okay, and 10/10 I will get 1 1. Okay, so 1 1 is here. Okay, so the last one is easy. Okay, I'm not going to write it down. So 2 times 10 is 20, so I get 2 tens here. So my answer is 21.34. Okay, So you can see that there is actually a shift of decimal point, okay, where 2.134, okay, I actually shift the decimal point one place value to get 21.34, and looking at the place value chart, okay, when I multiply 2.134 times 10, okay, it is actually not the shift of decimal points, okay, but then because when I multiply by 10, okay, I regroup and all the numbers they actually shift, okay, to a greater place value. Okay, can you see that? Okay, so let's consolidate this part. When I multiply by 10, okay, what is happening? Okay, so when I have 0.3, okay, I multiply by 10, okay, I will shift the decimal point one place value, okay, and I get 3, okay, and when I have 2.3, okay, I multiply by 10, okay, same thing, I will shift the decimal point one place value, okay, and I will get 23. And the last one is easy, so if I have 1.23, I multiply by 10, again I shift the decimal point one place value, okay, I will get the answer of 12.3. okay, is this okay? Okay, with that we are going to move on to the next part. Okay, so the next part is where I multiply by 100. So what is going to happen? Okay, so the same thing, you're going to take out your calculator, okay, give you a while to work out these 3 problems with your calculator. Okay, if you need, you can pause the video. Okay, let us look at this question. So when you use your calculator, okay, 0.4, okay, you multiply by 100, you should get 40. 3.21 times 100, you should get 321. And 4.63 multiplied by 100, you get 416.3. Okay, so what happens here when I multiply by 100? Same thing, when you compare the equations both sides, okay, you will see that when I multiply by 100, okay, I actually shifted the decimal points to place value. Okay, so 0.4, okay, to place value, okay, the decimal point goes here. Okay, so remember there's one place value here, that's why I get 40. Okay, so 3.21 to place value, I get 321. Okay, and 4.163 to place value, okay, I get 416.3. okay, can, and what is happening here? Okay, so 2 ways to see it. Okay, way number 1, okay, if I want to just look at 0.4 times 100 using the previous method where I multiply by 10, I actually shift the decimal point one place value to your right? Okay, so what happens is 0.4 times 100 is also equals to 0.4 times 10 times 10. Okay, and why is this so? Because 10 times 10 is 100. Okay, can, so with that, okay, I'm going to show you how this works. Okay, so 0.4 times 10, okay, I will shift the decimal point one place value. Okay, so it's also equals to 4, okay, times 10. Okay, and what is 4 times 10? This one I'm sure you know. 4 times 10 is 40. Okay, and here if you want to see the place decimal point shifting, so the decimal point for 4 is actually here. Okay, so I shift one more place value, so it becomes 40.0, okay, which is 40. Okay, can? Okay, so with that, okay, let me show you the other way, okay, using a place value chart. Okay, so